the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yes, welcome to the Barrel of Funnies episode. We took the very best, funniest, most original questions we've ever written and stuffed them all into one giant barrel of fun. And then we misplaced the barrel. Nobody has any idea where it is. So here's a barrel of some other stuff that we found last night out by the dumpster. Enjoy. First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. Okay, word on the screws. If you get to a question that you know your neighbor doesn't have the answer to, show no mercy. Buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Believe me, it's fun. All right, let's do it. Let's have a category, player one. Whoa. Well, what do we have here? These buildings have pre-installed graffiti. $1,000 at stake on this one. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Imagine apartment buildings were named for famous books. If you want to be in a building with exactly 100 stories, where should you live? Arabian Nights Plaza, Canterbury Tales Tower, Decameron Condominiums, or if on a winter's night, Traveler Suites. It's all you, player three. No, I'm sorry. The Canterbury Tales has 24 rib-old stories. Here, I'll paraphrase them. Player one, player two, go get it! Player two, go! In the medieval book, The Decameron, 10 people each tell a story a night for 10 nights. Do the math. And who knew there were so many runaway priests and naughty nuns in that building, huh? Gee, I wonder if they're looking for a sublet. Your call, player two. This category is known as Superheroes Make Your Teeth Rot. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Okay, tell you what, stare at this analogy for a while and see if you can tell me what superhero completes it. Taffy is to Mr. Fantastic as Rock Candy is to The Incredible Hulk, Shmoo, The Thing, or He-Man. Player one, do it! Mr. Fantastic is stretchy and pulley, you know, just like Taffy, and The Thing's skin is a jagged, rocky texture. But hey, give the guy a break, huh? He's got bad skin. So what? Until they come out with radioactive Biore strips, you know, what's he gonna do? Player one, what are we doing? Let's see what we got going. I've got Woody in my pants. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. One question coming right up. If Z from the movie Ants were to consummate his relationship with Bala the princess, what scene would you expect to see next? Z giving birth, Z being eaten alive by other ants, Z killing Bala, or Z dying? Take a shot, player two. In real life, the only function of male ants is to impregnate the female. They die soon after. Yeah, okay, it may sound like a tough deal, but I'll tell you this. If you can guarantee me I'd have sex before I die, no problem. Player two, grab a category. Open wide and get ready for, now in stores, the Lolita pop-up book. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Think fast, it's question time. Suppose Vladimir Nabokov had written a children's version of Lolita. Just imagine, okay? Given Nabokov's specific animal expertise, what might have been the plot of his children's book? A fly falls in love with a maggot. A frog falls in love with a tadpole. A butterfly falls in love with a caterpillar. Or a bear falls in love with a cub. Player three, have at it. Aside from being a fairly decent writer, Nabokov was an expert in butterflies and moths.
And then the butterfly went into the house of the old butterfly who had also had sex with the caterpillar. He chased the old butterfly around the house and then shot him dead. Bang, bang. Then he went to jail and they all lived happily ever after.
It's all you, player 3. What do you want? Oh, player 3, sweetness. Players 1 and 2, get out of the way, please, because this one's just for player 3. It's a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is the penis mightier than the sword. Okie doke, I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's something that relates to James Bond or something that relates to Maxwell Smart. As each one comes up, if it's related to Bond, James Bond, hit 1. If you would believe it's about Maxwell Smart, hit 2. And if you want to skip 1, press 4. I'm going to add 500 to your score for a right answer, and you lose 500 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let the games begin. Control. Spectre. Hi, me. Q. Agent 99. Money Penny. Last one. Chaos. Ain't got no more. All right, so you picked up 5. It's not the best you could do, but let's take a look at this. All right, now how do you feel about a new question? Player 1, what's up? This one's called Make Your Hostile Takeover a Fashion Revolution. I'm going to make this one $1,000. All right, give me your best shot. Given the name of the revolution in which the Bolsheviks seized power in Russia, what would have been the most appropriate attire for the revolutionaries? Little Cupid diapers, Easter bunny outfits, Halloween costumes, or Santa Claus suits? Player 1! The Bolsheviks' move to seize power is known as the October Revolution. Unfortunately, the first intra-party squabbling came about when Lenin and Trotsky both wanted to be the same Pokemon character. Player 1, your choice. Let's have a big warm welcome for What is Sex, Ed? $1,000 if you get it. Hey, have you ever read those sex advice articles in like Cosmo and Glamour? You really should, because, you could be in trouble and not even know it. For example, what's the #1 sign that you're dating a narcissist? He slithers around and sticks out his tongue. He demands sunlight, water, and fertilizer. He flies off and leaves you at home. Player 3, do it. A narcissus is a genus of flower. Like a daffodil is one of them. The article goes on to say that if your relationship cannot be saved, cut off his head and stick it in a vase with some aspirin. Player 3, your category. For your enjoyment, everyone on my list is naughty. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Ready? Catch this. Which of the following lists contains a space sex kitten, an Algerian pirate, and a John Travolta character? Uhura Uhuru Sununu, Lilu of Eros Monero, Barbarella Barbarossa Barbarino, or Vega Vincent Vega? Player 2, go! Jane Fonda played sex kitten Barbarella. Barbarossa was an Algerian pirate in the 16th century, and my good friend John Travolta played Barbarino. And they all like to hang out at the Barber Shoppa and eat barbecua in Barcelona with Barton Finca. What's it gonna be, player 2? Okay, Flesh Nut Slit Slime Snore.
It's time for a Lip for Dish Mess Fun.
Your gibberish category for today is Only Dummies Don't Like to Sleep. Let's see how much of $10,000 you can win on this gibberish question. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this thing, but every second and a half, I'm going to take some of that cash back. All right, check this out and tell me what popular phrase it rhymes with. Fool has the blue slumber. Player 2, what do you got? Type in your... Yeah, in fact, I think they should make a new version of Happy Days where instead of the Fonz, there's just this really cool cucumber who's worshipped by all the young girls in town. That sounded kind of weird, didn't it? I'm sorry. Player 2, what do you want? All right, give it up for the Grapes of Carafe. You get it right, you get 2K. Hey, do you know, I was just thinking about those Bartles and James guys. You remember the old wine cooler dudes always thanking us for our support? If the Bartles and James guys want to express their gratitude to the country that produces the most wine in the world, what should they say? Spain, gracias for your support. Italy, grazie for your support. Germany, danke for your support. Or France, merci for your support. Player 3. Player 2, you're getting screwed. Let's give something back. My friends in Italy squeeze out more vino than any other country in the freaking world. Yeah, I miss those Bartles and James guys. You know, we once tried out the Silent Guy as a guest host here, but, it just didn't work out for some reason. Hey, Player 3, when you can't successfully screw someone else, you screw yourself. Player 2, what looks good?
Tra-la-la, tra-la-lee. Here's a question for you.
The category is Daydream Believer and an Electrochemical Machine. $2,000 for correct answer. Okay, my favorite part of the game. Time for some celebrity math. Famous chemist plus member of the Monkees equals what? Johann Friedrich Peter Tork, George Michael Nesmith, Sir Humphrey Davy Jones, or Mickey Dolenzia Pinza? Player 2, grab it. Nah, George Michael Nesmith would be a guy wearing a knit cap hanging out in public men's rooms. Player 1, Player 3, grab it. It's all yours, Player 1. You big dummy. You want it, Player 3? Sir Humphrey Davy was a British chemist around the turn of the 18th century, and of course Davy Jones was a cute little monkey. The only real difference is that Sir Humphrey was an electro-babe magnet. How about it, Player 3? Here we have Corn and Bunion Fetish. How does $2,000 sound? Forward, march. Considering it's not a part of a shoe, what pathetic double entendre should Married with Children's Al Bundy not say to a female customer? Take a shot. Player 3, you're getting screwed right in front of me. What are you going to do? Just wait till your father gets home. Player 1, Player 2, who wants it? Player 1, ain't no knob on a shoe. Doesn't really matter, though. As if Al would even know a knob if he saw one. I mean, his shoehorn probably doesn't even work. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Let's take a look at Swing Low, Sweet Banana Hammock. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If a Chippendale dancer is doing his thing on a Chippendale, what kind of action are the ladies going to check out? Beefcakes rolling on beef tips, studs grinding on fancy chairs, hunks gyrating on harps, or dudes rubbing on compact English cars. It's all yours, Player 1. Chippendale is a style of furniture noted for its Rococo ornamentation and exquisite woodwork. Of course, the real action doesn't begin until they strip the wood. Pick a category, Player 1. We're calling this one Wet Behind the Cheeks. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, so, my ass got wet this morning when I sat on the grass, and I'm not quite sure how it happened. So maybe you can help me out by typing the answer here in the blank. All right, let's see. Sun goes down, temperature falls to blank point. Water vapor condenses, blank is formed, I sit on grass, my butt gets wet. Now, type in the one word that fills in both blanks. Player 1, yeah. Dew. Condensed atmospheric water vapor is called dew. Duh. Man, what a relief. Because last time I passed out on my front lawn, woke up with the front of my pants all wet. I guess it was only dew. I'll tell you, I wake up with dew on me a lot.
Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Here's the deal. If you see two words that go together, buzz in and you get $2,000. If you buzz in when they don't go together, you can say goodbye to $2,000. Here's the fun part.
Remember the clue.
The words only match if they fit this clue.
I'm sorry, you said you were Mr. Who?
That's Mr. Schmitzenstein, if you're feeling nasty.
Pretty stiff competition on that one. Let's see who's going to walk away with it. You got it, player two. Player two, this baby is all yours. I mean, look at it. It's got your eyes, your nose, your hair. It even smiles when you say,
You don't know Jack!